This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and I wasn't going to record this, but I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and just do a quick early impressions of the Plants vs. Zombies 2, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. That's the proper title. The beta that has dropped. Played a few hours of it. Did a couple of hours on stream, but I was really tired, so I wasn't really into it as much as I should have been. Also, when I got home from work, I didn't get a chance to play off the bat, but I played some today, and you know, after playing it, I just wanted to give my quick thoughts. My first impression when I got my hands on it on day one was, okay, it's kind of like more Plants vs. Zombies, but there's something off here. And I don't know, again, it could have been because I was tired, but I felt like there was a lack of charm that kind of was something that kept people engaged, I think, in the first one. I think with the first one, people were just looking at this like, this is going to be something silly, it's going to be stupid. And then when you got your hands on it, you were like, yo, this is actually really, really fun. There's something to this. You know, it was quite enjoyable. Now we get the second one, and that initial charm has been already, you know, ran through. Now with these new classes and everything, I just feel like it's not as impressive off the first bat. Again, I won't say that it's not fun, or that it's not good, but it doesn't capture that feeling you got, that surprise that you got from the first one, where you were pleasantly surprised at how good it is. It's still solid. Mechanics are solid. Of course, we're kind of limited in what we can do in the beta right now. Mind you, it's a big beta when you think about it, because they let you run around some of the, I guess this is the open space. And this is why I said this is the first impressions. I'm not using this as a first final thoughts, because I haven't really had the time that I feel like I need to take with it to get to that point. But I noticed, like, you could leave the home base. They have like home base areas now where you can pick whatever side you want to be on. Plant Zombies, you have a home base area that gives you access to things like the multiplayer, to stats, character selection, changing things, sticker shop. There's some stuff blocked off, like the garden ops you can't get access to. You could do that from there, and you could actually leave your home base and go out, and you could do this like flag defense mode that I tried out. Run around, like I said, the open world kind of area where zombies are constantly coming up, or plants are constantly coming into play that you can take out and things like that. I'm assuming it's going to be more fleshed out and you can like interact with more of the buildings, but right now it seems like it's just that defend the flag type of thing, at least for the plants. I haven't tried it with the zombies yet, so I'll try the zombies side later when I give my full overview of this. But yeah, it seems like they're trying to like build a bigger world and give you more things to interact with. But again, having played so much of the first one, I don't know, maybe the charm has ran off for me. Coming in, you got 3 new classes for each of the sides. For the plants, you have the rose, the kernel corn, and you have the orange. For the zombies, you have the imp, you know, that little thing that you could punt with the football guy. It's now a class. You have the pirate, which is just kind of weird, and you have that superhero dude. Now, when the first one came out, my first thoughts about the game was, while it's fun, to me it seems like the offense is more catered towards the zombies. It seems like the zombie classes have more offensive natures and settings, you know, aspects to them, however you want to put it. Coming into this one, it seems like with the new classes, they poured most of the offensive side now on the plants to kind of sort of balance it out. Mind you, the imp is probably the most offensive class that they have as far as the new ones, and it has the least shortcomings in comparison to the others. But the plants by far have the lion's share of the offensive power. It, like with the superhero guy, he's got a long range attack. It took me a while to figure that out, that he has a long range attack, but it's only if you aim. For the most part, he's just a melee character. The pirate, pretty slow firing. He kind of reminds me of the cactus. Maybe he's perhaps the sniper class of the zombies now. And the imp, the imp's got a fast shooting gun. Can do some crazy things. The imp kata thing is ridiculous, and it can summon a robot that could run around and like blow stuff up, things like that. But when you go to the plant side of things, like the orange, powerful laser, turns into a ball, can roll around the map really, really fast, and even attack out of that state, and then jump in and out of each state. So it can like go on the offensive if it's getting hit, turn into a ball, run, evade, turn back into an orange, and like long range capabilities with that laser. The corn rapid fire. It has a ridiculous move where it does like some crazy John Woo shit, jumps over people and starts shooting. It's like things in slow motion, and it could throw out a potato that works more like a marker for an airstrike and things like that, And then you have the rose, which can turn enemies into goats, and it has like the thistles that it can shoot out, so it has range capabilities. It's like they seem to be gearing the offense now, balancing it back towards the plants, or kind of equalizing it, because if you go through all the classes, go to the new 3 for each, plus the classic ones that they had, it kind of seems to be like making both sides more balanced, where you have your quote-unquote OP offensive classes and your more defensive tactical classes mixed in on each side. So but I can't say that I'm 100% enjoying myself, because I don't know, it's just something about it. And again, maybe it's lost the charm from the initial hit. Maybe now that we've had Plants vs. Zombies, it was a like refreshing breath of air, a good game to play when you want to not do the more traditional things. Now it just seems like, okay, it's just more the same of that. All right, but we'll see. I still have to play with all the classes with more depth to really get a good idea, because like tonight when I was playing, I started to wrap my head around the corn a little bit more, wrap my head a little bit more around the pirate and the superhero a little bit more, to get a better judgment. So probably should expect another video from me about this game. But as it stands for first impressions, it's like, if you haven't played the first one, probably should try this one out. You might find it more engaging. I've heard some people say not so, which I can understand. But if you had played the first one, unless you're a super big fan and you've been really looking forward to these classes, I'm not sure. I really can't give you an answer until I play it some more. I gotta get at least 5 more hours into this before I could actually give you guys a definitive opinion, to be quite honest. But anyway, well, at least I'm gonna try to play 5 more hours within the time that this video drops and when the beta ends. So we'll see. I figure like I need to give it a good 5-6 hours worth of gameplay to give my final stamp on it, to be quite honest. But anyway, you guys hit me up, let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Blak Magus, and I'm out. Deuces.